Hello everyone, welcome to Walk Up at the Hive. My name is Uche and with me today I have
Kenny.
Kenny, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Thanks
you.
for coming on to the show.
Yeah.
So the round of 16 is already here now. It's approaching. But we're looking at right now at the last round of group stage matches.
Okay.
And seeing how the African teams performed, we have 2 out of 5 nations that went there in the round of 16. Starting from Senegal, how do you think their performance was in qualifying for the World Cup? For the knockout round rather.
Okay, I feel like they performed really well.
Yeah.
Their first game, they played really well against Netherlands, but they were unlucky.
Yeah.
I feel like this Scotland, they were a bit unlucky because they considered 2 late goals.
Yeah.
But their performance, they actually did well. And then their second game, they were able they were able to get that, and
3 points. Yeah.
and their third game was really crucial, and they were able to win.
You know what I actually like about Senegal was the resilience they showed, because they first off started leading the game. Then they now got equalized.
Yeah, and then
and in 2 minutes their captain Fantastic Koulibaly. Yeah, I was really really impressed with how he did.
Stepped up.
He stepped up. He took his goal like striker's finish.
Yeah,
if I must say. So that actually gives me hope because but now Senegal, they're facing England in the round of 16. What do you think their chances are?
Well, for me, I feel like that's like 50-50 game, because we cannot just rule Senegal out. Because of their performance, right?
Yeah.
And then actually wanting to win as a team, right? I feel like they will put up a good fight, because this is knockout stage already, so I feel like it's going to be a 50-50 game.
Yeah, man. I think they'll rely much on the experience of their Premier League based players, such as Ismail Assar. Well, Ismail Assar is not in Premier League in England, but Koulibaly, unfortunately they don't have money right now, but they have top players, And I think that they can pull an upset, but I still see England somehow winning, just to win. But yeah, moving on from them, Tunisia, although they are out of the World Cup, they beat the defending champions France 1-0.
Yeah.
While Kazri, we like call him their loyal servant for the national side, came on and he scored the only goal in the match. But the problem, or from what I had seen, is that due to France already qualifying, the squad selection was very
very odd.
Yeah, what do you notice about that?
Playing Guendouzi as a 7 and then Kamavinga as left back, that was very 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 weird. So
we'll say that they sold the match.
Yes, going into the game, they sold the game.
Yeah, like definitely. Okay, I thought if you're looking at it from this point of view, okay, France, they're colonial. That's their colony, Tunisia. So they just feel like let us do them is solid. Let's see if they can boost their chances of qualifying. Yeah. They still didn't qualify.
Nah, it was just because of their previous games. They just had it lucky with France, because France already qualified.
Now let's move on to Morocco now.
Okay, yeah.
Morocco actually topped their group. I think they're the first African nation to top their group.
Yes, they are.
In the World Cup. And they did it in a group that had the likes of Belgium.
Yeah.
And what do you think about Hakim Ziyech? Because Hakim Ziyech now, he was cast aside for nearly 2 years in the wilderness, not playing any game for Morocco. But now he's become the chief cornerstone, the chief architect of that team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what, with Belgium, they've underperformed clearly as a superpower, but that's taking no
excuses.
Yeah, exactly. Or taking nothing away from the performance of Morocco, because that game was keenly contested and they actually stepped up, scoring 2 goals.
Yes.
So what do you think about Hakim Ziyech's performance?
I think he's put up a very good performance, and coming from the Premier League, he's not been seeing a lot of games, so I feel like he has come to the World Cup to actually perform right, and show that he's still at the top of his game. But I feel like he has put up a very good
performance. It's an audition if we're going to say anything less or say anything more than that, because if he's not getting game time, at least he's showing other clubs the value he brings to the football pitch. So I believe that for players that once their countries won't particularly go far in quotes, it's actually good for them to put up a good show.
Yes.
Because agent, scouts, teams, clubs, they're all watching.
You're all
You know,
watching.
they're all paying attention to the process. You know, and that also draws attention, or just takes us to the Cameroon-Brazil game. You know, where Cameroon became the first African side to beat Brazil in the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
Brazil have never lost to an African side.
Yes.
Up until Cameroon beat them. And it's crazy because they said Abubakar, who scored the winning goal or the only goal, he wasn't, played as a starter in their first two matches by their coach. And I feel that Rigobert Song, the coach of Cameroon, shot himself in the leg by doing that.
Well, he brought him on and he scored his last game.
Exactly. He should have started that match, in my own opinion. Because he's clearly their best player. He's their captain, actually. Yeah. And he's putting him on the bench in favor of Choupo-Moting. Yeah. And it's crazy because Abubakar has actually played longer with this set of players. Yeah. So I think that was, a tactical, misconception on the part of the manager. Because Abubakar twice now has been the difference in his nation side. First off, they were 3-1 down versus Serbia, and he came on as a sub. He scored 3-2, and he set up the equalizer for Choupo-Moting to score. Then now coming into this match against Brazil, now Brazil are the most dominating side in World Cup history. They're the record holders. They play arguably the best football for national teams. And we now have a Cameroon side that they have, strong players, solid players, and older players, definitely, because the Brazil squad is quite young. And Vincent Abubakar steps up, he was, relentless throughout the entire game, coming, with near misses and all that. But to get that winner at the death of the game, a lovely place header. Ederson stood no chance.
Yes, no.
Because the thing about it, the ball looked like it was even going outside, but he just ended up at the pockets of the net. So, And what do you think of his celebration, him doing that? What do you think of his reason to do that? Because he was in the yellow card already.
Yeah, I feel because, they're the first side to actually beat the Brazilian side. So I feel like it was just a run of emotions. And I feel like he forgot he had a yellow card, and then, took off his shirt, and then... Because, if you look how he even got the red card from the referee, actually shook him, right? And like, I'm sorry, I have to give you this one, bro. Yeah. But, so I feel like...
The truth about it is that I actually would have done the same thing. I actually do not chastise him, or I actually wouldn't say that what he did was wrong. Although it's wrong, but I'm not going to criticize him
at all,
because it's most likely his last World Cup.
Yes.
And he's playing a Brazilian side. They've never been in Brazil before. And I feel that it's because they were getting live reports, on the other game they played between Switzerland and Serbia. Yes. So
because going into the first half was 2-2, so they still had that edge.
Exactly.
In their
heads. By the time that Switzerland had already done the business, they scored 3-2, and were already taking the game 3-2 winning. And winning would send them into the round of 16. Of course. So Cameroon, they had nothing to lose. They played for pride, and they finished off strongly. Yeah. You know that, because you don't necessarily have to qualify, but for yourself, for dignity's sake, you need to put up your best performance. Yes. So, and I totally... Cameroon made me proud on an African level. I'm not, but Nigerians say, but on an African level, I was very, very proud of Cameroon. Yeah. Hopefully, when they get back, unlike Saudi Arabia now, that when their country beat Argentina, that they issued Rolls Royces. Yes. I'm not sure Cameroon players are going to be issued Rolls Royces for beating Brazil, but definitely they will be celebrated when they get home. Yes. So, but now moving on to Ghana. Yeah, which was actually the most painful part for Africa, because they stood a very, very good chance qualifying into the next round, making it a record 3 African nations that would have qualified for the round of 16, but unfortunately they lost to Uruguay. Now, do you think the ghost of Suarez still haunts the Ghanaian team?
Very much. I feel so, because they failed to win. They got a penalty, right? and they missed that penalty, and that would have changed the game
It's
definitely.
not even a matter of day. Like, the person that missed the penalty was a captain and talisman, Andre Ayew. You know that he's one of the longest serving Ghanaian players.
Yes.
You know, and I think I don't know how many years he still has to play, but he's well on track to be their most capped player for the national side. You know, and this is a player that has he's one of the relics of their 2010 World Cup adventure, you know, getting to the quarterfinals and losing to Uruguay through, you know, the Suarez handball, you know, in extra time, denying John Mensah that header, that goal. Asamoah Gyan stepping up and missing that penalty and them eventually losing out in the penalty shootout. Now, fast forward now into 2022, we now see Andre Ayew, you know, captaining this same Ghana side. Well, not the same, you know, the Ghana side that is facing this Uruguay. And this Uruguay now has relics also from that 2010 World Cup adventure. They have Luis Suarez, they have Edison Cavani, they have Diego Godin, and these players played in 2010. So, although none of them got on the score sheet, you know, but what actually gave me joy was that they also didn't qualify.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
it was lovely.
I mean,
South Korea, you know, at the last minute they beat Portugal 2-1 to actually qualify second with Portugal going to the next round. So Uruguay thinking that they just needed to beat Ghana and Portugal would, you know, most likely draw or, you know, win the match against South Korea. But it didn't go their way, and the whole of Africa was drinking Suarez tears because he showed he was actually crying, you know, on the bench and all that, because they thought that, like,
they already qualified. So very sad for them, though. But
sad. I don't feel any sympathy for them. They've come, they've gone. Everybody, so, you know, some people have to go home now. You know,
eventually.
You know? Example: Germany. You know, Germany actually tried. Against Costa Rica, they won 4-2, but that wasn't enough to see them through.
Wasn't enough.
So Spain and Japan qualified because Japan won that match, and that's and that actually brings me to the European superpowers now, or the best teams in the world. You know, the big boys of this World Cup: the Brazil, Spain, France.
Belgium.
You see, I won't call Belgium. Well, Belgium second best team. Well, per FIFA ranking going to World Cup, they were number 2 in the world. But you see now, what I'm talking about, this big boys now that were Portugal, they were all, you know, they had qualified with 6 points. You know? They were on top of their table with 6 points. But in the last match, the third match, all of them lost. I don't know, like, will you say it's like they got complacent?
Oh, I would say who wanted it more, really.
Or who wanted it more? And the teams that won actually.
They actually did want it more, and they qualified with those games.
They ended.
I feel like who wanted it more, and they qualified as well. So I mean, be of both.
Definitely, because it also makes me look at the mentality of this World Cup as it's been a series of upsets. It's been a series of surprises. And it's also like the first World Cup this millennia that no team qualified with 9 points. All 8 groups, 7 points, 6 points. No team actually qualified with maximum points, which leads me to actually think that maybe they can be a dark horse winning this World Cup, because people have been saying things about that, you know, because of the upset starting from Argentina. So do you think that they're going to be like any dark horses in this World Cup? Well,
I'm rooting for Senegal or Morocco.
You know, it's crazy because we're laughing now because you mentioned Senegal, but it's actually very possible that they could go far. Because like this World Cup has shown me that you can't actually predict the outcome of those matches.
You cannot just rule this so-called small teams out.
And you know, another fun fact is that Brazil, Switzerland, and Serbia were also in the same group. In the last World Cup, they were together in the same group in the last World Cup, of which Brazil and Switzerland qualified. You know,
and they've done the same as well.
This time around. So, if there's one thing that is certain, Serbia would definitely be trying to avoid these countries during the next World Cup, because they are always at the losing end. You know, Switzerland beat them last time in 2018, and also beating them this 2022. But now, okay, if we're going to look at another fun or stats or story.
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo has set another record
Yeah.
at the FIFA World Cup.
100 attempts on goal, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's the first player to ever record 100 attempts in the FIFA World Cup. In the
Yeah.
entire existence of the FIFA World Cup, no player has actually
done that.
recorded
Yeah.
100 goal attempts. Now, that's with 8 goals. People would say that, oh, these stats, they are not necessary, they are unimportant, but it shows you that everything actually counts.
Yes.
You know, it's not just that's why we have Opta-Joe, that's why we have all these stats websites, all these stats companies, because they actually count these things.
Yes.
So for Ronaldo to actually have 100 goal attempts it means that he's always getting the ball, he's always trying to be in positions to score, and he's always trying to score.
Yes.
So people may say it's irrelevant, but no, like they count these things, and it's actually going to his credit because it shows that he's a very resilient player. But do you think that Portugal can win the World Cup with Ronaldo's goal attempts?
I feel they're a very strong side, but to be honest with you, I don't see them winning the World Cup.
Yeah. So how far would they go?
Portugal, right?
Yeah.
I feel they would get to the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals.
Yes.
Okay, now so let's take a look at that now. So Portugal, they are actually facing Switzerland in the round of 16.
Yeah.
You think they're going to overcome Switzerland in the round of
Definitely.
16? So if they overcome Switzerland in the round of 16, Morocco is playing Spain also in that round of 16 that will provide the winner that will play Portugal if they qualify. So between Portugal and Spain, you don't see Spain beating Portugal or Portugal beating Spain.
I mean, if we look at the games on paper and the teams on paper, I mean, you say Spain would beat Morocco, but I mean, like we've looked at the World Cup now, right? And we've seen that you cannot just predict these games. So I feel like it's 50-50 for me as well. So either way, Portugal would not.
This is a World Cup where who wants it more matters most.
Yes.
From what I've seen, from what I understand. So if anybody is actually going to win this World Cup, they would have to fight, even if these small nations. Like now, okay, the other fixtures now we have for round of 16: France versus Poland, England versus Senegal, Brazil versus South Korea, Japan, Croatia, Argentina, Australia, Netherlands, USA. So now from the top, I'm going to ask you your predictions. You just give me your heart. Okay. Now, so Netherlands, USA. What's your prediction for that?
I feel 50-50 as well.
Prediction, like scoreline.
Scoreline. I feel they will draw the game 1-1 and then maybe go on penalties.
Okay. So Argentina versus Australia.
Easy 2-0.
Easy 2-0 for Argentina, right?
Yes, for Argentina.
Okay. You know why we have to be clear on this?
Yes.
Because the moment an upset happens, so what do you say? Oh, but I said it.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're thinking that it's the big boy that is going to win, and we've been seeing so far.
Yeah, true.
Well,
So
now
2-0 for Argentina.
I believe Australia would actually pull a surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe Australia they're actually going to pull a surprise. I don't know. Like I said, it's a surprise. Not that they're going to win, but it's a surprise in the sense that it may not be that easy. It may not be like a walk in the park as people would expect.
Yeah.
You know, it would actually be an entertaining
game
encounter. You know?
I don't see them scoring the Argentina.
All right, you know, we'll find out. Saudi Arabia did it, so I actually have faith. So Japan, Croatia. I actually feel that Japan is going to win Croatia.
Okay.
Because Croatia, they've not been the most convincing side this World Cup, and apart from that, Japan are coming off on the high, on the confidence of beating both Spain and Germany.
That's true.
In the World Cup.
Yeah,
In the group stage, exactly. So now you're beating two European superpowers, two European powerhouses. You're beating, one of the 2 out of the last 3 winners of the World Cup. You're defeating them in the group stage. Yeah, maybe they don't have players that actually won the World Cup still playing in those squads, except maybe Manuel Neuer, that won in 2014 with Germany. But now, in defeating these sides, these well-coached, well-packaged, superstar-studded sides, I believe that they are going to, that their confidence level is very high. That in encountering Croatia, it's not going to be as simple as it is, or as simple as Croatia would expect. That's why I'm actually tipping the underdogs right now for the World Cup. So with these predictions, like from what I feel with Japan and Croatia, what do you guys actually think? Do you think that there's going to be an upset? Do you think Japan is going to defeat Croatia, moving on to the quarterfinals?
Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah, just let us know in the comment section below. Like, we'd really like to hear from you guys. Just drop a comment or two and drop your predictions also.
Yeah.
You know? And moving on to Brazil, South Korea. I think that one, it seems like it's going to be a walk in the park for Brazil.
Yes, for Brazil, yes, I feel so.
But you know, South Korea actually qualified at the last minute against Portugal.
Also coming from the high.
Yes.
Well, but I mean, Brazil, their first team are very star-studded, so I feel like they would overcome.
Yeah, star-studded with Neymar, with Vinicius, you know, Richarlison's on form, you know, Gabriel Jesus is on the bench. Yeah, when you think of their attacking options, it is a dream for any coach, any team to actually be endowed with those sort of players. Because, you know, once you have those sort of players, what they're actually thinking is you should just create the right coverage for them. Because you have players that with this skill level, with this, you know, potential like Rodrigo, skill level like Neymar, finishing like Gabriel Jesus, Richarlison, you know, creativity
Rafinha.
Like Vinicius, you know, Rafinha, you would feel that yes, they can actually win every game that they're playing because of the options that they have. You know, but to be sincere, South Korea, they haven't really been convincing. And I was really surprised that they qualified. So I don't think that they're going to be that lucky when they're playing Brazil. So yeah, I don't think they're going to be lucky and playing Brazil. So I also second that. I think Brazil will win 3-0.
Okay.
Or 3-1. I don't know. But I think 3-0 or 3-1.
I think 3-0. 3-0 is fair. Yes.
Senegal versus England.
Wow. I'm tipping Senegal to beat England.
Oh, the underdog here, right?
Yeah, 2-1.
You see, you know what's funny is that this English side, you know, they may seem like they're not convincing, but I think that they're actually going to go very far in the World Cup. Like,
I feel like the English side, they haven't really met a very strong side. Yeah. So
to test them.
To test them really. So I feel like Senegal right now, I mean, finishing on high as well. Yeah. So I feel like they would really put up a good fight.
Probably. Okay, France versus Poland.
Poland. Walk in the park for France.
Walk in the park for France. I equally agree because Poland, they've been quite unimpressive. They had to rely on this team, Mexico, not scoring 3 goals or more for them to qualify. And Saudi Arabia even aided that by scoring a last-minute goal. So I don't particularly think that they're going to give France much of a headache. But you know, Spain, Morocco, you know, you already said it. Morocco. Well, you know, we'll find out because it looks like a sort of derby because, you know, it's just a body of water that is separating these two countries. You know, and the players are well acquainted with one another because they're playing in. You know, there are a couple of Moroccan players playing in Spain at the moment, and also in all across Europe. Because they have Achraf Hakimi in PSG. They have El Nesri in Sevilla, you know, Hakim Ziyech, of course. So yeah, but Portugal, Switzerland. Definitely. Actually, I'm supporting Portugal.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll go far.
Right?
I don't know if they'll go far, but I actually hope that they go far.
Well, so I feel like a big Ronaldo fan.
Definitely.
So that's why I feel like you are supporting Portugal. But at the same time, they're a very strong side.
You know, but they can be unlucky. You know, and when I look back at their performances throughout their European and World Cup campaigns, they've always been unlucky in the sense of 2004 against Greece. Euro 2004 in the final, they lost 1-0, unlucky. 2006, they got to the semi-finals of the World Cup. I think they faced France. And it was 1-0. They lost to France. Well, France has Zidane then. Zidane scored the goal, you know, and I actually felt bad for them because they actually did, you know, play very well. Young Cristiano, you know, they had Luis Figo, you know, they had good players, but you know, France actually were the better side for 90 minutes, because they scored the only
Yeah.
goal. Then, if it was for 2010, well, when, Ronaldo now getting into his prime, captaining this side, but they weren't so good then. I think they crashed out in the round of 16 or so, Then moving on from the 2014 World Cup, I think they lost out in the group stages, 2015, then 2018 to round of 16 to Uruguay, I think, so they've not particularly been,
very lucky,
and they've not been outclassed either, so I feel like they can actually, like it'll be different this time around with this set of players that they have.
Okay.
I actually have faith in them. And that's a wrap from us. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can put your comments and your predictions in the comment section, or what's even better, Kenny? You can actually put your predictions to the test and win real money. Yes, you could play for free and you could actually win cash prizes up to 200,000 by just predicting the correct scores at worldcup.mymookie.com. Yes, it's free to play and you can definitely win cash. So Kenny, these are your predictions that you've given us today.
Yeah.
It would be lovely for you to just
put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah, you don't even particularly your money. You're going to play for free. You're going to
for free. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So as it makes it more interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm down for that.
Exactly. So just go to www.mymookie.com to play, or worldcup.mymookie.com to play the prediction game and win cash prizes.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap from us. Till next time. Bye for now.